Hi friends, in this tutorial series, we'll be implementing examples using Elasticsearch 8. In this tutorial, we'll be configuring authentication and HTTPS for Elasticsearch and Kibana. So we'll be looking at the basics of SSL, how it works. In this tutorial for authentication, we'll be hard-coding the credentials in the configuration file. In the next tutorial, we'll be further modifying this example to make use of Azure Active Directory for authentication. Next, let us have a look at the SSL flow we have implemented for Kibana using the .crt file and .key file which are provided to us by the Elasticsearch CA. So once Kibana is up and running using SSL, the browser it will initiate connection to Kibana, and it does so by sending a client hello message to Kibana. This message that the browser has sent, it will include the SSL TLS versions and the cipher suites that this browser support, and Kibana it needs to select from one of these. Kibana then responds back with a server hello message, and in this message it also specifies the SSL TLS version and the cipher suite that it is going to use. Also, along with the server hello message, Kibana it also sends its SSL certificate, that is kibana.crt file. This certificate it includes Kibana's public key. Once the browser it receives this SSL certificate, that is kibana.crt, it checks if this CRT file it is trusted, that is if it is signed by a trusted CA. Also, it verifies whether this certificate it has expired or not, and it ensures that the certificate it is for the correct domain. So what Kibana does is that it creates a summary of handshake messages that were exchanged between the browser and Kibana, and these messages it signs with its private key, that is kibana.key file. Kibana then sends this signed summary message to the browser. The browser which already has the Kibana's public certificate, that is kibana.crt, verifies the signature of the signed message, and once confirmed it knows that yes, it is talking to the real Kibana. So once confirmed that it is talking to the real Kibana, the browser then generates a pre-master secret, and it encrypts this pre-master secret using the public key and sends it back to Kibana. Kibana then using its private key decrypts this pre-master secret. So now both the browser and Kibana they have the same pre-master secret, and using this pre-master secret they generate session keys. These encrypted session keys are then used by the browser and Kibana for secure encrypted communication. Similar flow happens between Kibana and Elasticsearch when establishing SSL connections. So let us begin with the implementation part. We'll first be setting up Elasticsearch 8. For this, go to the Elasticsearch downloads page, and from here download Elasticsearch installable. Similarly, go to the Kibana downloads page and download the Kibana installable. So here I have already downloaded both the installables and unzipped them. So here I have the downloaded Elasticsearch and Kibana. Go to the Elasticsearch folder, bin, and here start the command prompt. Next I'll be starting Elasticsearch. So for this I'll be making use of the Elasticsearch bat file. So here we can see Elasticsearch it has started properly and its current health is green, that is it is in good health. So now if we go to localhost 9200, and by default HTTPS is enabled for Elasticsearch. So go to HTTPS localhost 9200 advanced, proceed. Here it will be asking for credentials. The default username is Elastic, and the password will be printed here when we started Elasticsearch. So copy this. So here we are able to access Elasticsearch using the credentials. Next, instead of using the system generated password for Elasticsearch and also for setting a new password for Kibana, which we'll be using later, we'll be resetting the passwords for both Elasticsearch and Kibana. So for this, go back to the bin folder and here again start the command prompt. We'll be making use of Elasticsearch reset password command. So here Elasticsearch reset password -u, that is for Elasticsearch, and we want to set it in interactive mode. So copy this. So here it will ask us for a password that we want to set for Elastic. I'll be setting it as Elastic only. Next we'll be setting the password for Kibana. Remember, when doing so, our Elasticsearch instance it is still running. Password again I'll just set it as Kibana only. So we have successfully reset the password for Elasticsearch and Kibana. Next we'll be creating SSL certificates that will be used by Elasticsearch and Kibana for implementing HTTPS. So as we have seen, for Elasticsearch by default HTTPS it has been implemented. So if we go to the folder here, config, so here there is a search folder, and inside this there are some certificates that are being currently used by Elasticsearch for HTTPS. But instead of using these default certificates, we'll be creating our own certificates for both Elasticsearch and Kibana. So as we have previously seen, in order to issue digital certificates, we need something known as the certificate authority. So before generating certificates for Elasticsearch and Kibana, we'll be first creating the Elasticsearch certificate authority, using which we'll be issuing certificates to Elasticsearch and Kibana, and we do so by making use of the Elasticsearch cert util, which is provided in the bin folder. The command is Elasticsearch cert util ca-pem. So copy this and go to the bin folder. Here select Elasticsearch cert util. So the Elasticsearch cert util, it generates the Elastic Stack ca.zip file, which has the ca.crt and ca.key files, using which we'll be issuing digital certificates for Elasticsearch and Kibana. Next, we'll be moving the certificate authority folder to the certs folder that we have in config. Next, using the generated certificate authority, we'll be creating the certificate for Elasticsearch. For this, we again make use of the Elasticsearch cert util command. So the command is Elasticsearch cert util cert. The name of the certificate we want it as Elastic. And here we specify the path of the ca.crt file as well as the ca.key file. Next, we specify the DNS as javanews.com. And finally, we specify that we want the certificate in PEM format. So copy this command. Go to the bin folder. And here again we'll be making use of Elasticsearch cert util. So if we now go to the Elasticsearch folder, so here the certificate bundle zip, it has been created. If we go inside, here we have elastic.crt and elastic.key file we are going to use for Elasticsearch to implement HTTPS. Copy this Elastic folder, and again we'll be putting this in the search folder. Delete this certificate bundle zip as we are going to create one for Kibana. So again go to the bin folder, and here we'll be making use of the same command as before. The only difference will be the certificate will be naming it as Kibana. So kibana.crt and kibana.key file will be created for us by the certificate authority. So here certificate bundle.zip it has been created. And here we have kibana.crt and kibana.key. So again copy this folder, config cert. So here in the search folder, we have the certificate authority, Elastic and Kibana HTTP files. So now that we have generated these certificates for Elasticsearch and Kibana, let us make use of them to configure SSL. So first we'll be modifying the Elasticsearch configuration file, that is elasticsearch.yaml, to make use of these certificates. For Elasticsearch, this is the configuration that we'll be having. Expat.security, it will be enabled for Elasticsearch. And here for HTTP SSL, we'll be specifying the elastic.crt and elastic.key file that we just generated. So copy this configuration. So go to the config folder. So here we'll be having elasticsearch.yml, open it. And here we'll be modifying this. Next, we'll be starting Elasticsearch. So here the Elasticsearch instance, it has failed to start, and the reason for this is some settings have been configured in the Elasticsearch key store, which we'll have to remove. So I have not configured this transport SSL for this example, and some configurations related to this are there in the Elasticsearch key store, which we'll need to remove. So we'll be clearing these properties from the Elasticsearch key store. So for this, go to Elasticsearch key store and do a list. So here we have some properties configured in the Elasticsearch key store which we no longer require. So we'll be removing this. I think the command for that is delete, key store delete. So copy this configuration first. Enter. No, I think the command is remove instead of delete. Similarly, we'll be removing the other configurations or properties. So remove this property. And finally, we'll be removing the third property. Let us now try to start Elasticsearch again. So now the Elasticsearch instance, it has started properly. Here we can see its current health is green. If we now go back to localhost 9200, advanced, proceed, and here it will again ask for the credentials, and this time the credentials, it will be Elastic, sign in. So here we are able to access Elasticsearch properly using the new credentials. Next, we'll be modifying the Kibana configuration file to make use of the generated certificates here. Also previously for Kibana, in order to access Elasticsearch, we had configured the username and password. So this again will be specifying in the configuration file. So copy this. Next, we'll be going to Kibana config folder. And here we'll be having kibana.yml. So paste this configuration here. Let us now start Kibana. So for this, go to Kibana bin folder. Here we start using kibana.bat. So here we can see that the Kibana instance, it has started. If we now go to HTTPS localhost 5601, here we'll be logging in as an Elastic user. So the password was Elastic and Elastic login. So here we can see the Kibana dashboard correctly. So we have successfully configured HTTPS and authentication for Elasticsearch and Kibana. Hope you have understood this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we'll be modifying this example such that the user, he will need to enter his Azure Active Directory credentials in order to access Kibana and Elasticsearch.